Hey everybody, it's Martha. Welcome back. Today is day 6 of the 100-day project and my project of making hearts. So I decided on just a single piece of fabric today. It's already been a busy day for me. Got a lot going on. I still have several things I need to accomplish this afternoon. So I'm making it fairly simple on myself, and I said I was going to keep this simple, so I am keeping that promise to myself. I have this really pretty DMC variegated floss. It's 4030 is the number, and I think it matches this fabric really well. This is a fabric that I got at Joann's just a couple of weeks ago. It is one of their fat quarters. I actually found 2 of them at the time, and it's just really pretty. It's got really pretty colors and large and small dragonflies all over it. So I decided that I am going to just seed stitch this all over, and you know, just gonna do this. And if you want to hang out and have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, or whatever floats your boat, and maybe stitch along, that's great. Don't have a whole lot to talk about today, so it might be a quiet stitching process, maybe. I don't know. I'm just going to do little seed stitches all over and probably spread them out quite a bit. And then I think I'm going to use a different thread on the edge, which I may do on camera, may not. Depends on how much I can find to chat about, which, like I said, isn't going to be a whole lot, unfortunately. Very quiet life I live. Oops. I'm just sort of doing some tiny stitches down the center at the moment. I'm debating, I might go around this dragonfly, but I'm going to go right through it. I was thinking I would maybe use some black thread or some of this colored thread, this variegated thread, to outline the butterfly, but I don't think so. I don't think that's what I'm going to do on this one. I'm very tired. Sorry. I slept a whole, for me, a solid night of sleep, about 7.5 hours. But wow, I am just, today's one of those weird days. Like, the sun was shining a little bit this morning. Now it's gray. It's been trying to sprinkle off and on, but not really accomplishing that. So, yeah. And start making these just a little bigger. You're not even really seeing them, which kind of defeats the purpose of having the variegated thread. I love variegated thread. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. I don't know why. I just love the colors, the color blending that they do. Okay, so as I was saying, I have this Steph Francis thread, pearl. It's an 8, and it's P8. Can't even read that number there. If you can read it, 20, maybe. Don't know, I sort of messed it up with the tape, I guess. Anyway, I got these a couple years ago when I was enamored with everybody using the Steph Francis threads, but it's not cheap to get them, unfortunately, because of shipping and all that. So I probably won't do that again anytime soon. I have to stick with the good old DMC and anchor threads, but that's okay. It's all good. Try and make sure I stay on camera. But yeah, this weather, I know I talk about the weather a lot. I'm sort of a weather geek. When it's gray and dreary, I just totally, my my body just wants to go to bed and lay down and sleep the entire time. I could definitely live somewhere that's sunny a lot more than it is here. But no place is perfect, so just gotta take what you get. I always feel more energized on sunny days. That's the truth. Now, I am doing 2 strands of this thread, just to do these little seed stitches all over the place. Excuse my sniffing. I don't know if my allergies are acting up or what. My eyes are burning. There's not a whole lot blooming yet, although we have a forsythia bush out in our front yard. Well, way out at the edge of the driveway near the road. And that bloomed. And everyone's daffodils but ours have bloomed already. Ours are ready to bloom. They're budded out, but they're not bloomed yet. So, yeah. I am really taking the cheater's way out today, not mixing threads. I know that all the comments that I've read and responded to, that I've seen, that I'm aware of, which I greatly appreciate, I think everybody voted that they really liked, not that I was asking for votes, but I like the comments. It leads me in a nice direction. But everybody seemed to like the neutral color heart the best. Now remember, my plan for these is either give them away during Special Act of Kindness Day in February, which, yes, that's a long ways off. Or I'm going to, use them for patches on various things or whatever. So, having a nice variety of colors and the ways I've put them together. They'd also make a cute little pocket. If you wanted to sew it right around here, you could use that as a cute little pocket for something on, jeans or a garment of some sort. Coveralls. I want a pair of coveralls really bad, but my body shape is not conducive to coveralls. I'm short and I'm very round, especially in certain places. And I tried some coveralls on and I didn't think I looked good in them at all. I was very disappointed because I've wanted coveralls. That was one of my goals when I initially started losing weight, that I wanted to kind of reward myself with. I know, silly. Was to get a pair of coveralls, but I found them to be heavy, and I found them to weigh down my shoulders. I'm gonna play thread chicken here and try one more. The straps were weighing on my shoulders. Now see, these stitches on the back are way bigger than the ones on the front, but that's okay. Because they're supposed to look like seeds on the front. Oops. All right, well, I'm just going to leave that on the back. Get another 2 strands. So, yeah, I never got a pair. If I could find a pair of lightweight I'd love them. But all of the coveralls or overalls, whatever you want to call them, seem to be really heavy. So I never got a pair. I'm envious of those people that can wear them and look really cute in them. Oh, come on, Martha. Take your time. Alrighty. So we went grocery shopping this morning. And it takes us about anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes to get to the grocery store. And of course the same amount of time to get back. I'm trying to see where I skipped. And I came home. I made a quick little pot of soup for myself. And Tony already had soup made. I've run out of I make a big batch of vegetable soup. He makes his own. He likes different ingredients in his. Excuse me. And so I ran out and I had some frozen vegetable broth. So I just threw that in a pan with some frozen mixed vegetables, a small cut up potato, a little bit of water, a little bit of salt, a little bit of onion powder, onion flakes, and let that simmer for about 20 minutes and had my own little bowl of soup. We have salad every day for lunch. I'm telling you, boring. We are boring. We have been talking about traveling. I got to get past this appointment on Friday and have everything come out okay with that first. But, you know, after that, which it is just a checkup, but, you know, once you've had the big C, you always have to watch to see whether it's coming back or not. And because of some choices I made, as far as not taking the medication they recommend to take as a follow-up, I decided against that medication. So, you know, my choice, my body, my choice. And so annual exams and self-exams and all that good stuff. Got to keep up with that. So anywho's, as soon as I get the grand okay from on Friday, then we are going to plan some trips. And since it's almost March, in Alexandria, Virginia, which is where we used to live, there's Mount Vernon, George Washington's Mount Vernon, the old mill, and there's a house there, and they are doing a stitching. I'm going to have to look it up to tell you the exact name. I'll try and remember to do that in tomorrow's video. But they're doing a, people submitted their work, and it's going to be judged. And so they're all going to be on display. That's the word I'm thinking of. They're all going to be on display. And I believe that's through the month of March. So since my husband is retired Army, we are going to get a camp spot, if we can, at Fort Belvoir, and which is like right across the road from where this exhibition is taking place. And we are going to camp out for a few days and spend some time up near our old stomping ground, we were stationed at Fort Belvoir, and where's my other thread? Why is that one so short? They were the same length when I started. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay, and now it's knotted. Okay, so we're going to stay at Fort Belvoir, and we are going to go to the exhibition, and we are going to maybe drive over to Artistic Artifacts in Old Town Alexandria. Well, not Old Town. That's wrong, Martha. In another part of Alexandria. And we might go to Old Town and walk around. There's a place called the Torpedo Factory there. It used to be a place where torpedoes were made during the war. I believe World War II. And now it's a place that artists have studios, and they work and sell their work. And that's if we can find a parking space, because Old Town Alexandria, we have a Class B RV, which is a van. And when we go out and we want to visit places, we have to take the van away from the camping ground. And I'm trying to see, it's very hard to see on this fabric where I've already stitched. So I'm trying to see from the back where there are no stitches. That's why I keep flipping it over. So it's long, it's 21 feet long. And in some towns, it's hard to find a parking space. And Old Town can be one of those places that it can be kind of tricky to find a good parking space in a 21-foot van. So we might give it a go. If we left early enough in the morning and got there before it got real crowded, we could hang out in the van until everything opens, and then get in that way. So let's see. I did knot that off, so I'm going to take a chance and just... So you can see from the back that I covered most of it. And then I have this Steph Francis thread that I think I'll go around the edge with. Shows up a little better, a little thicker. So we're planning a trip up there to do that. So we will see the exhibit. Tony wants to visit the Army Museum. I don't think this is going to go through this needle. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Probably the only time I'll get it done with this needle. So Tony wants to go to the Army Museum, so we'll do that. And Artistic Artifacts. And then there's another place near Artistic Artifacts in Alexandria that is a crafting, like, recycling center. And what they do is, I don't know if they get donations or what they do. Now, I have to decide what I'm going to do with this. See if this works. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Oh, we'll see. So I'd like to visit that. I've heard that some people can find fabric there. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I have the hardest time with blanket stitch. I really do. I think I do it backwards, and that's why it doesn't come out right. Yeah, there we go. That's more right. That's righter. So we will spend probably maybe 3 or 4 days up there doing that kind of stuff, which I think will be fun. And March is nice and cool weather still, so there might be rainy days, but the things we want to do are going to be inside. So we'll do that sometime in March. And then in April is Tony's birthday. And he thinks he wants to go visit his mom and his sister in Kentucky. So we may get in the van and go down there. And there's places in Kentucky to visit. There's the horse park where they do the racing, where they do the Kentucky Derby. You can actually camp right there if you have an RV. And there's always, what is it? What is it called? Oh, Martha. It's in Paducah. It's a quilt shop. But the name is escaping me right now. I just don't talk to enough people. My memory is like a sieve anymore. You know, it's always just Tony and I. We don't always talk about the things that interest each other. He talks about watching sports. The Celtics won last night, I guess by the skin of their teeth. He's a big Celtics basketball fan. So, yeah, that's the kind of things he likes to talk about. So, anywho's, so we may take a trip to Kentucky, and we may possibly try to hit Nashville, because they're not far from Tennessee. And then we'll take it from there. See what else we want to do. We have a local camping trip, just 3 or 4 days. Hate when that happens. Right here in Virginia, but it's near a lake that I didn't know even existed or had a campground near it. And then there's another campground I'd like to go to that's on the water. So, not the ocean, but again, I think it's a lake or a river or something. So, well, there we go. Kind of skipped that one somehow. So we have some trips planned. We're hoping, okay, I'm going to untwist my thread again. See, I just hold my work up and let the needle weigh it down. And as soon as I start getting, like I said yesterday, tangles, or it starts being harder to put through, I just do that. So in one of the first videos, I spoke about the patch exchange that I joined through Instagram. It's the hashtag is Mend and Make Friends, and that patch exchange has ended, but the person I was partnered with, I did receive her patches today from her, or I guess my patches from her, or however you want, whatever the proper English is for that. So they're very pretty, beautiful fabric, but I feel bad now because she made like a proper patch, 2 of them. Like, I think the backing is actually iron-on patch kind of material. So I think I might put those on a pair of jeans, maybe. even though I've never worn out a pair of jeans because my my pant size changes constantly through the years. It has changed, I should say. Oh, look at that. I'm not going to make it all the way around with this strand of thread. Urgh. I hate when that happens. You get so close. But there's nothing that says you can't put a patch on even if there's no hole there. So I only have 2 pairs of jeans because, again, body shape is really hard for me to find jeans that fit me well. But I did find a couple pairs in Kohl's after I lost weight initially. Now I gotta work on losing some more. But hopefully if I can get knee surgery. Man, I'm so mad. Should have made it another few inches longer and it would have gone all the way. All right, I'm gonna have to tie this off in the back. I hate when that happens. I hate it. Anywho, so I might put one of the patches on my jeans, like on a pant leg. And then one of my friends on Instagram, Pam, she has a pair of coveralls that she found brand new Dickies brand overalls that she found in a Goodwill or somewhere, a thrift shop of some sort. I told you. That time I got the thread through the needle, the first time, was probably one and done. Bear with me, please. She's just putting patches all over that pair of coveralls, which I think is just very cool. Yes, I have a needle threader, but there are times that I'm less successful with that than I am with just trying to do it. Okay, give up. My eyes are so bad today. Bigger needle. Bigger-eyed needle. Hopefully. Come on. I'm sorry. I hope you're stitching on something because this is boring as heck. There. Okay, so, yeah, patches. Very cute. But I really like the ones that my patch exchange partner sent me. I hope she gets the package soon or she's going to think she got robbed of a patch again this year. And that happened to her last year, so I don't want her to think that. I have a tracking number, but mine went more as a package. Hers kind of came as a card with a beautiful photograph on front. I don't know if she took the photograph or not, but it's really beautiful. I can show you all if you want to see it. And so she says she doesn't usually work in fabric, but she did a really beautiful job. And I hope my package gets to her soon. I mean, like I said, hers came as an envelope. She put the patches inside a card that I believe she made. And I'm going to go over this one because I messed up the first 2 stitches from the beginning. Kind of try and cover that up. And she did a beautiful job. I hope she likes the, my patch was not like your typical patch. Like it doesn't have iron-on stuff on the back, which is how hers were sent to me, how she made hers. So I hope she's not disappointed. So there's my heart. This is number, what day are we on? 6, right? That was number 5. So number 6, very simple, just some easy stitching. I know I'm going to break this lead. Okay, so there's number 6. And here's the beautiful card that she sent. And it's a photograph. She's from Toronto. Isn't that beautiful? But it's like she printed this out on paper. I don't know if she took the photograph. She doesn't say. There's a beautiful note inside. And she made the card, obviously. She says she works in paper a lot. And these are the patches. Isn't that beautiful? And it's on denim. And this fabric, I mean, these two fabrics are just beautiful. I think it's silk, to be honest. And she stitched those on. And then this one, see, I thought there was a shiny back on it. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they're not iron-on. But you can see the tiny stitches she took to make these. And then this one. Isn't that beautiful? I think this is all Japanese fabric, maybe. And this is denim. So absolutely beautiful. And then I have another friend in California who makes these postcards. And she paints them. And it's a technique where you hold the paintbrush at the very longest part of the tip of it, kind of like if this was the paintbrush, you hold it up here, and you do very loosey-goosey kind of painting. I just love that. Lemon sunshine on a cold winter's day. And then she has this little Japanese stamp that I don't know what it means. So I have some very loving artistic friends, and I just adore that. That's the kind of community I want to build. So there's a close-up. And I love you all. This was a quick one today. Quick and easy, simple, fast stitching. Love you all. Thank you so much for joining me and being here. And I hope that you are having a great day and that you're stitching or papering or knitting or crocheting or doing whatever floats your boat and sitting back and taking some time for yourself. Love you guys. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.